We are indeed in Khayelitsha. We started with the engagement with the community leaders and the councillors. We visited about 3 sites. As things stand, we don't have a consolidated number of the people that are affected by these floods. But all I can say is that the informal settlements are engulfed by the floods, and the formal houses as well, they are affected, particularly the ones that have asbestos, and they've raised a number of issues with us. But safe to say that with the leaders of different parts of Khayelitsha, they've raised the issue of the floods, and we said, okay, we hear what you say. Floods, you admit that some of the people, they put their informal settlements in wetlands. But then what is to be done? What is it that you want government to do? They did tell us that there are pieces of land which are identified. Some of the land belongs to AXA, some of the land belongs to Public Works. So we have a responsibility at the level of department to solicit the land that belongs to government so that they are able to be moved. But another question that I asked from them was are you willing to move from where you are? Because in a number of cases, we provide service lands, but people will tell you that our economic activities will be, compromised, school for children and so on. But they considered to say they are ready and willing to convince the people that they lead to say that here is the land, it's serviced, then can we move? Because in some part of the informal settlements, the floods are caused by the pipes, like your storm waters and so on, where they built their houses. So they flood into their own homes. But the willingness for them to move from where they are to any service land that is available, I think that is what is going to give us a clear picture of how we move from here. The problem with the Western Cape in the main is the willingness that you do not find from the province and from the local government to intervene when there is issues of disasters. One of the issues which was raised, which came across very strong from those leaders of the communities that we met with, because they are the ones who invited us to that particular meeting, they were telling us that the problem with the city of Cape Town in particular, when you are flooded and you are in a disaster, they bring SASSA and they bring a food parcel. And they don't need a food parcel because sometimes the water would be coming from the ground into the houses. So that solution is not a solution that requires a food parcel from SASSA. They want to be moved from where they are, and they are willing to do that. So that also for us is a problem, because there is no kind of a working relationship which we can say it's cemented. We invited them to that meeting with the community leaders and the councillors, both the province and the city of Cape Town. In the last minute, after they confirmed that they are coming, they did not pitch up. They sent officials which did not have answers. And at the level of national government, we are committed in ensuring that with all the grants that we give the province, we enforce them to ensure that people are decently housed, because there's court orders which we found in that meeting that enforces the city of Cape Town and the provincial government to provide decent houses for the people, on top of the constitutional ruling on these matters. So we are going to follow it up, go back with the minister, engaging the Minister of Public Works so that we get those pieces of land, and then we move people from those informal settlements that are flooded currently.